Hi everyone, my name's Anne Marie. Welcome to this card making demonstration. Today I thought we'd make a 6x4 card, and we're going to be using some of the papers from the Anna Griffin French collection. However, you'll be able to use any of your own papers, and I'm sure this style would work with so many different ranges. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with a 6x4 white card blank base. Everything I use I'll put in the description box as normal, and if I can put a link to where I got it from I should put that as well. Don't forget, if you've got any questions or anything, please comment and I'll get back to you. So getting back to the card, this is a 6x4 inch card base in white, and the first thing I've done is I've cut a matten layer for the top of it, and I've run it through my embossing folder from the Anna Griffin Garden Cuttings range, so you can see the light embossing on it. So I've put double-sided tape on the back of this, and I'm just going to add this to the top of the card base, and I'm putting it on flat rather than using it with 3D foam. So we're just going to put that central, and there we go. That looks straight to me. There, it's on our card. So the next thing I've done is from the Paper Tricks 2 kit, I've cut out the largest of the banners, and I've run it through the embossing folder to be able to make a pleated fold effect. I don't know if you can see that. I've made put two together, and then using decorative scissors I've trimmed the edge into a scallop. Now I've already added double-sided tape on the back of my trim, and I'm going to place it on my card, but I'm just going to place it a little bit below the top, so maybe a centimetre down from the top. The next thing I've got is, now this is taken from my scrap box actually, and it's just an element that was in one of the French papers, and it's the Decorative Border, and I've cut it out to fit the card, and I've just added 3D foam on the back of it. So I'm peeling the foam tape back off, and I'm going to place this on the card above our folded edge, and somewhere about there, and that sits nicely over our pleated edge. Next, what I've done is I've taken, again from my scrap box, because you know we all have all these bits that we're saving for something, but we don't really know what we're saving them for till the time comes. So you know, you've probably got all these in there. So I've taken 3 pieces of paper from my scrap box, and I've used the Paper Tricks 2 again to make the banners, but I've trimmed the top edge off, and I've sized them so that we've got one longer, one middle size, one shorter, and then I'm literally just with wet glue I'm going to place these onto my card in the middle. So I'm going to put the longest one down first, and then the next one on top of that, and then the last one on top of those, so that they're all layered on top of each other, with the smallest at the top. The next thing I've done is I've cut a shape out, and I've layered it twice using from the same collection of papers and I've added 3D foam to the back of it, and I'm just going to literally take the top of the foam off, and then we're going to place this over our banner strips, so then that covers the top of them, and you can just see the tails like that. There we go, you can see the tails there. The next thing that I've got is the sentiment, and I've stamped it using Anna's olive green stamp. I've lightly inked the edges using the same ink, and I've put 3D foam on the back of the sentiment. And I'm just going to place the sentiment in the middle of our fancy label that's on top of our banners. Then to finish it off, I've got a bow that I've used from a die that's my own die, and I've actually shortened the bow rather than using it the full length. I've cut it in the middle and I've shortened it by placing the two pieces to overlap in the middle, because I'd like my bow to sit there. Actually, I don't know whether it might be better there. See, the choice is yours when you're card making. You can do exactly what you feel, and there's no rules, there's no regulations. Just because I'm sat here thinking, oh, I think I'll place it here, you might think, oh no, I'd have put it at the top. Well, you can, you know. It's what you feel like doing, and it's what you enjoy doing. That's the main thing. So that's my bow, and the last thing I've got, just to finish that bow off, to hide the join that I've made where I've pieced it together to make it slightly smaller, is a tiny weeny handmade flower, and I'm literally just going to add a tiny bit of glue in the centre of my bow, and I'm going to pop my flower there, and that finishes the bow off. And just to give it a little bit of texture, I'm going to simply curl the banner ends up just so that they are sticky out here a little bit. There we go. And that is our card finished, and I really hope you've enjoyed watching me make it. Now, one thing I've been asked about is comparing the size of cards, because I'm in the UK and I know have a lot of viewers in the UK with me, and I have a lot overseas. Now, UK sizes vary a little bit to US sizes and other places around the world. So what I've done is I've made a chart for comparisons, and hopefully this is going to help us a little bit when we get to the end of our demos, for you to be able to see the sizes. Because on our chart we've got the A4, A5, 7 by 5 inches, A6 and A7 and an ATC. Now I know in this country, in the UK, it is A4, A5, A6, A7. However, in America, and this I might be wrong, so you might have to correct me, it's A4, A3, A2 and A1. So what I'm going to base it on is my chart, and I've put the measurements on so that we'll be able to look at it each time I make something. So this card is a 6 by 4 roughly, which is an A6. So I hope that helps with the comparison in sizes, and I really hope you've enjoyed this demonstration. I'd like to thank you very much for watching, and if you have enjoyed it, please give me the thumbs up, and why not subscribe to my channel. So we'll see you all again next time.